So let's go back to Craig Herbert, who's the editor of the Mercury in Tasmania, in Hobart. A cracking front page there, a headline about Rocky rolling the dice, Craig. I was just asking, what is it that's triggered him to go early, a year early to the polls? Why has he been forced into this situation?
Yeah, we're calling it, it is an early election, but, you know, when you look back at it, it goes back to almost 12 months. By the time the poll comes around on March 23, Chris, it'll be almost 12 months, or 10 months at the moment, that Liberal MPs Lara Alexander and John Tucker stepped away from the Liberal Party and decided to become independent. So it's been a long time coming, and now we're in the position where Premier Rockliff has had to force that election or request that dissolution of Parliament, and off we go, and we're all strapped in ready for it to happen.
Yeah, let's have a listen to a little bit of what he had to say today.
I'm not going to allow myself or my government to be held to ransom for the next 12 months. It's bad for Tasmania and it's bad for Tasmanians. So I've taken the decision to call an election so that Tasmanians can have their say.
Yeah, there he is now. Obviously wants a government that can function properly. Craig, tell us, we know the Tasmanian electoral system is more complicated than the rest of the country, and it's even more complicated this time. You're going to expand the number of seats. Can the Liberals hold on to power, or will the Labor leader, Rebecca White, end up being Premier come March the 24th?
Well, currently Liberals are at opinion polling about 36% and Labor is about 31%, so they still hold a slight lead. We do go from 25 seats to 35 seats this time around, and you're right, the Hare-Clark system is pretty complex. Still trying to get my head around it myself, being a new arrival in Hobart, but it's an interesting one. I think if they can go back to maintaining a minority government, they can continue on, but there's a lot of work that needs to go into those independents between now and then, and indeed after the election.
Yeah, the horse trading won't end now or after the election. We'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for joining us, Craig. Craig Herbert there, who's the editor of the Mercury in Tasmania.